The Glass Barrens stretch endlessly, a sea of crushed diamonds shimmering under the relentless sun. Heat waves rise in visible currents, blurring the distant horizon and creating mirages of escape. The landscape glitters deceptively, a beautiful yet deadly expanse under the scorching sky. Silence blankets the barrens, broken only by the faint crackling of the heated glass underfoot. Shimmering heat rises from the Glass Barrens, an endless expanse of obsidian shards under a merciless sun. The ground, a jagged landscape, reflects the harsh sunlight, creating a desolate, unforgiving panorama. A voice echoes, painting a grim portrait of the landscape. Welcome to the Glass Barrens. The narration continues, sealing the Barrens' fate. 60 leagues of pure, unadulterated hell. Under a vast, starlit sky, a fleet of 50 heavy-duty sand cruisers crawls across the desolate desert. The lead cruiser cuts through the sands, its massive form a silhouette against the horizon. On the bridge, Mr. Prerks, a young man with iridescent skin, stands vigilant, his gaze fixed on the stars. His unusual features gleam softly in the starlight, a stark contrast to the rugged machinery around him. He watches, a silent guardian guiding his fleet through the night's embrace. Within the spaceship, crew members sit poised at their stations, monitors casting an ethereal glow on their focused faces. The spaceship sways gently, adrift in the endless expanse of space, a silent ballet among the stars. Mr. Prerks, his gaze fixed on the cosmic horizon, delivers a calm directive. Maintain formation. His voice resonates with confidence as he adds, "The cosmic winds will guide us," a promise whispered into the void. Each crew member nods, trusting in the strange, unseen forces guiding their vessel through the vast unknown. Inside the sand cruiser, the night closes in. Jax, a grizzled navigator, his cybernetic eye gleaming in the dim light. He monitors the archaic navigation systems, the screens casting an eerie glow on his weathered face. Jax fights the heavy pull of exhaustion, his eyelids heavy as sandstorms loom in his dreams. Each blink is a battle against the encroaching darkness, the fate of the cruiser resting on his vigilance. The hum of the engines and the rhythmic sway of the cruiser are lullabies in a sea of sand. His cybernetic eye twitches, a silent alarm in the quiet night, warning of unseen dangers ahead. Inside the sand cruiser, shadows dance across Jax's face as fatigue pulls at him. Jax's cybernetic eye flickers, a momentary spark in the dim interior. A slow awakening as the oxen engines of the lead cruiser begin to turn. The colossal machines stir, promising movement and escape from the stillness. Anticipation hangs heavy as the sand cruiser prepares to embark on its journey. The desert sun blazes, turning the sand to shimmering gold as the sand cruisers sit idle at their camp. Tracks in the sand reveal the fleet's circular path, a stark testament to their futile journey. Crews emerge, squinting against the glare, the crushing weight of realization settling upon them. A palpable silence hangs in the air, broken only by the whisper of the wind across the endless dunes. Flashing lights and blaring alarms fill the spaceship, a cacophony of impending doom. Crew member 1 stands at the control panel, his face etched with defeat. His eyes reflect the flashing emergency lights, mirroring the chaos around him. "No, we're back where we started," he cries, his voice lost amidst the alarms. Despair fills the cramped spaceship as the crew faces the crushing realization of their failure. Inside the cramped spaceship, alarms blare, casting flashing red shadows across the faces of the anxious crew. Damaged consoles spit sparks and hiss, a symphony of impending doom echoing in the dimly lit interior. Panic tightens its grip as resources dwindle. "We're out of water, out of fuel," crew member 2 cries out, his voice laced with desperation. Under the scorching sun, the vast expanse of sand cruisers stretches into the horizon, a testament to ambition and trade. Among the 500 traders, despair begins to take its toll, bodies collapsing under the weight of their cruisers. The relentless sun beats down, mirroring the crushing weight of hopelessness. A silent surrender unfolds as traders succumb, their dreams fading into the shimmering heat haze. The cruisers stand as monuments to shattered hopes, their shadows offering little solace. In stark light, Mr. Prerks looms, his figure dominating the space as he stands over an unseen subject. His voice, sharp and commanding, cuts through the silence, echoing with a harsh impatience. The unseen subject remains hidden, intensifying the mystery of Mr. Prerks' presence. "Get up! We are not finished!" Mr. Prerks demands, his words a whip cracking in the empty space. Under a vast, indifferent sky, Prerks kneels, a solitary figure against the stark expanse of the Glass Barrens. Obsidian sand stretches endlessly, reflecting the harsh glare of the sun, a landscape of desolate beauty. His weathered hands gently cradle a single blade of green grass, a vibrant anomaly in this world of black. The fragile green stands in stark contrast to the sharp, broken glass that surrounds it, a symbol of hope or defiance in a place where life seems impossible. Prerks studies the grass with an intensity that suggests it holds the key to a forgotten world. In an unknown location, Mr. Prerks is captured in a tight frame, his aged face etched with the passage of time. He mutters, lost in thought, his words echoing in the emptiness around him, to himself. "Life always leaves a trail," he whispers, his voice raspy with age and experience. His eyes, clouded with memories, reflect a lifetime of stories, secrets, and unspoken truths. Under the harsh sun, figures surround Mr. Prerks, their faces reflecting exhaustion and anticipation. Shovels and pickaxes rise and fall, each strike echoing against the backdrop of an unknown location. Mr. Prerks points, his weathered hand guiding their desperate efforts. His voice cracks with conviction. "Dig here. There's water beneath." Under the harsh sun, a crew battles the Glass Barrens, plasma drill screaming as they begin to dig. The drill bites into the shimmering earth, sending up showers of crystal and dust. Muscles strain. Sweat soaks through their uniforms as they push the heavy machinery. The pit deepens, a dark wound in the otherwise unbroken, reflective landscape. Inside the bustling workshop, young Leo, grease-stained and determined, grapples with a heavy drill. His brow furrows with intense concentration as he battles the tool's unyielding resistance. Sparks fly as metal grinds against metal, filling the air with the scent of oil and heat. Muscles strain. Sweat beads on his forehead as he fights to maintain control. The drill bucks and kicks, threatening to break free from his grasp. A look of fierce determination hardens his features, refusing to yield. The unknown location reeks of dust and fear, the air thick with unspoken dread. Echoes of digging fill the cramped space, each strike a hammer blow against hope. Metallic tang of despair hangs heavy, a constant reminder of their grim task. Claustrophobia grips them as tightly as the tunnel walls, a suffocating presence. The walls seem to close in, the weight of the earth pressing down on their shoulders. "We're digging our own graves, Prerks," a crew member cries, his voice raw with panic. Prerks stands at the edge of the desolate pit, the harsh sun beating down, casting long shadows. With a determined leap, Prerks jumps into the dark pit, disappearing from view. He presses his ear against the cold, rough rock wall, listening intently for any sign. The silence of the pit is broken only by Prerks' ragged breathing, anticipation etched on his face. In the stark unknown, Mr. Prerks listens, his head cocked, an unsettling focus in his eyes. Silence hangs heavy, broken only by an unseen rhythm. Mr. Prerks murmurs, "Thump thump." His expression deepens, a strange understanding dawning. "Thump thump," he repeats, as if echoing a hidden pulse in the world. Under the harsh daylight, the pit looms, a stark arena of fate. Prerks peers up, his gaze fixed on Leo above. The intensity of the pit amplifies the silent exchange. A silent challenge hangs heavy in the air. The pit's depths mirror the uncertainty of what's to come. The room hangs heavy with unspoken desperation, sweat glistening on strained faces. Mr. Prerks leans in, his expression etched with worry. His voice is a low, urgent plea cutting through the silence. "Leo, if you quit, we all die," Mr. Prerks says, his eyes fixed on Leo. "Don't think about the thirst. Think about the strike," he urges, desperation lacing every word. The harsh daylight reveals a deep, rocky pit. Prerks gestures with a grim intensity. He points towards a hidden spot on the rugged rock wall. The sunlight glints off the stone, hinting at secrets. In an unknown location, Mr. Prerks stands, his presence commanding attention as anticipation fills the air. His intense gaze is fixed on a subject unseen, suggesting an imminent confrontation. The atmosphere thickens with tension. Mr. Prerks' voice cuts through the silence, a sharp command. "Break that rock." His words hang heavy, pregnant with unspoken implications. At the edge of the pit, Leo pauses, his silhouette stark against the harsh daylight. Doubt flickers across his face, a brief battle waged in the depths of his eyes. With newfound resolve, he raises the hammer, its weight a tangible symbol of his burden. Muscles tense, ready to strike. The hammer is raised high, poised to change everything. Under the harsh daylight, Leo raises the heavy hammer, his muscles straining with effort. The hammer falls with brutal force, the sound echoing in the vast emptiness of the pit. Once more, Leo swings, each strike precise and filled with a grim determination. Sweat glistens on his brow as he continues his relentless work. The barren pit awaits, dust swirling in the stark sunlight. With a shattering crack, the rock gives way, the sound echoing. A geyser of crystal-clear water explodes skyward, a sudden, brilliant eruption. The life-giving water sprays out, a stark contrast to the desolate landscape. In an unknown, stale-aired location, weary crew members huddle, their faces reflecting exhaustion and creeping despair. Tension hangs heavy as they fix their disbelieving gazes on crew member 4, a beacon of sudden hope. A collective gasp rises as a lifeline appears. Crew member 4 speaks, his voice filled with awe. "Water! He found water!" The word water echoes, igniting a spark of renewed hope amidst the surrounding desolation. Under a merciless sun, the crew pauses, their faces etched with exhaustion, the glass barrens shimmering around them. Each member savors a long, satisfying swig from their canteen. The precious water, a temporary reprieve. Parched throats find relief as the liquid replenishes weary bodies. A brief moment of solace. The desolate landscape stretches endlessly, reflecting the harsh sunlight back at the drained crew. Exhaustion battles with determination in their eyes. A silent promise to endure hangs heavy in the scorching air. Under the harsh desert sun, the sand cruisers stand ready, their metallic bodies gleaming. Crews work diligently, transferring the precious water, each drop vital in this arid expanse. Hoses snake across the sand, delivering life-giving water to the vehicles. The air shimmers with heat, intensifying the scene of urgent replenishment. Each sand cruiser slowly drinks, preparing for the journey ahead. Hope flickers in the eyes of the crew, reflecting off the wet metal. Under a harsh sun, the crew emerges onto the Glass Barrens, a landscape of shattered dreams. Muscles strain as they raise a vibrant neon flag, its colors a stark defiance against the desolation. The flag ripples in the wind, a beacon of hard-won triumph in this forsaken place. Each crew member casts a shadow on the glass, a symbol of hope amidst despair. The flag's glow reflects in their determined eyes, a promise of a brighter future reclaimed. Under a starlit sky, the sand cruiser fleet presses onward, its silhouettes cutting through the vast desert night. Renewed hope fuels the journey, each sand cruiser a beacon of resilience against the dark expanse. The rhythmic hum of engines blends with the whisper of sand, a symphony of determination echoing in the night. Lights flicker within the cruisers, casting long shadows that dance across the dunes. The fleet advances, a united front against the challenges that lie ahead in the desolate landscape. Each vehicle carries dreams of a brighter future, their collective energy palpable in the cool night air. Across the barren desert, a fleet of sand cruisers advances, their metallic bodies gleaming under the harsh sunlight. The horizon shifts as the arid landscape transforms into a breathtaking oasis. The green zone bursts into view, a vibrant sanctuary teeming with life, a stark contrast to the surrounding desolation. Sand cruisers approach the green zone, ready to explore. The fleet enters, kicking up dust. Under the open sky, the green zone market pulses with life. Traders hawk wares, their voices rising above the crowd. The air is thick with exotic scents, a symphony of spices mingling with the promise of wealth. Merchants reap fortunes, their profits soaring, each transaction a testament to their skill. The market thrives, a vibrant hub of commerce and ambition under the sun's watchful gaze. In a dim, unknown location, a trader's face is flushed, eyes wide with disbelief and joy. He clutches a bulging bag tightly, a tangible symbol of newfound fortune. His voice cracks with emotion, a triumphant cry echoing in the space. "We're rich! We actually made it!" The bag trembles in his grip, the weight of dreams realized almost too much to bear. Under the bright sun of the green zone, a vibrant celebration unfolds, a kaleidoscope of motion and sound. Amidst the joyous chaos, Prerks observes, a subtle smile playing on his lips, a silent acknowledgement of victory. The festivities swirl around him, yet his gaze remains steady, reflecting a quiet satisfaction. His eyes gleam with a mixture of pride and relief, the culmination of efforts etched in his expression. The celebration roars on, a testament to resilience, with Prerks as a quiet observer, a satisfied architect of peace. In a nondescript room, Jax and Mr. Prerks face each other. The silence thick with unspoken tension and unresolved conflict. Jax stands rigid, his expression unreadable as he absorbs the weight of their encounter. Mr. Prerks watches Jax intently, his eyes reflecting a mix of concern and steely resolve. The air hangs heavy, charged with the significance of their veiled exchange. Mr. Prerks breaks the silence, his voice a low, resonant murmur. "Never underestimate the power of hope, Jax." In a stark setting, Jax stands with head bowed, his shoulders slumping under a weight of guilt. His remorse is palpable, filling the space between him and Mr. Prerks with unspoken regret. A moment of quiet hangs heavy, the air thick with unspoken words and past actions. Jax's voice, barely a whisper, breaks the silence with a solemn vow. "I won't, Mr. Prerks," he promises, the words a pledge, etched in vulnerability. The depth of his repentance is etched on his face as he confronts the consequences of his actions. Under the open sky of the green zone, Leo walks towards Prerks, his gaze filled with admiration. Sunlight bathes the scene as Leo looks up to Prerks, an unspoken respect evident in his eyes. Leo's expression is open and earnest as he approaches, seeking guidance from Prerks. The green zone stretches behind them, a silent witness to the burgeoning connection. Leo's admiration for Prerks is a beacon, lighting up his face with youthful hope. In the stark setting of the unknown, an atmosphere thick with unspoken questions fills the air. Leo's gaze is intense, curiosity wrestling with suspicion as he fixes his eyes on Mr. Prerks. His question hangs in the air, a challenge veiled in polite inquiry. "Mr. Prerks, how did you know there was water?" Mr. Prerks stands silently, the weight of Leo's question heavy between them. The answer to Leo's question remains suspended, prolonging the tense standoff. Mr. Prerks rises, a gentle smile illuminating his face. Warmth radiates from Mr. Prerks as he looks at Leo. Understanding fills Mr. Prerks' eyes. Mr. Prerks speaks with gentle sincerity. "I didn't know, Leo, but I believed," Mr. Prerks confesses. Under the soft glow of the moon, the Glass Barrens stretch out, transformed from menacing to mesmerizing. Moonlight casts long shadows across the crystalline landscape, softening its harsh edges. The silence of the night amplifies the ethereal beauty of the Barrens, a stark contrast to its daytime danger. A final, lingering gaze upon the Glass Barrens, now a serene and haunting vista under the moonlight. A sea of razor-sharp glass stretches endlessly, the sun's glare blinding in the desolate expanse. Silence hangs heavy in the air, broken only by the faint whisper of wind across the crystalline surface. Narration: V.O. The Glass Barrens remained a challenge, but it was no longer a death sentence. Narration: V.O. It was an opportunity. Under a flickering neon sign, Jack sits alone at a worn metal table, his face etched with determination. He studies a tattered map, its frayed edges whispering tales of forgotten routes and lost treasures. His cybernetic eye glows with an eerie blue light, scanning the faded lines of the ancient chart. Jax adjusts the focus, searching for a hidden path within the map's cryptic symbols. The dim light reflects off the metallic sheen of his eye, a silent promise of adventure. The fate of his journey rests on the secrets hidden within the aged, stained map. Alone, Jack stands in an unknown location, his cautious gaze sweeping across the surroundings. His eyes dart nervously, searching for any sign of danger in the unfamiliar space. A subtle adjustment of his jacket betrays the tension simmering beneath his calm exterior. Jax's posture is tense, every movement suggesting a readiness to react. He reminds himself, a mantra against complacency: never get comfortable until the wheels stop moving. The air hangs heavy with unspoken threats, a silent challenge to his wary vigilance. Under a harsh sun, Leo, weathered and wise, surveys the cracked Glass Barrens, his gaze intense and knowing. He gestures towards the desolate earth, a silent lesson etched on his face as he begins to instruct his young apprentices. Leo kneels, demonstrating the art of finding life's faint whispers in the seemingly barren expanse. His apprentices watch, their eyes reflecting a mix of hope and determination in the face of unforgiving conditions. Under the open sky, Prerks surveys the green zone, his face glowing with pride and fulfillment. Construction crews swarm the area, their energy palpable as they erect new buildings. Vibrant greenery is planted, a hopeful contrast to the zone's former desolation. A thriving community blossoms under Prerks' watchful gaze. A testament to his vision, the green zone transforms, a symbol of renewal and a beacon of hope for the future. Inside the bustling town hall, workers gather, their faces etched with anticipation and curiosity. Mr. Prerks steps forward, his presence commanding as he prepares to address the crowd. His voice resonates with conviction. We're not just building a town, we're building a future. A shared vision ignites among the workers, hope and determination reflected in their eyes. The sun dips below the horizon, igniting the Glass Barrens in fiery hues, shadows stretching like grasping fingers across the desolate ground. A panoramic vista unfolds, showcasing the stark beauty of the landscape as dusk settles. A symphony of colors painting the sky. Against the fading light, the neon flag of victory snaps in the wind, a vibrant beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. The flag stands tall, a testament to resilience and triumph. Its bright glow, a stark contrast to the muted tones of the Barrens. The desolate landscape is bathed in the warm glow of sunset, where the neon flag waves as a symbol of hope.
deep, and my spells like a hearted. Men of the moon, we march. One light, 500 souls. One destiny. 60 leagues of liquid fire, turning diamonds into dust.
geyser erupts. The desert is drowned. In the wisdom of the leader, the future is found. 500 hunts, 500 lives. Only the focused mind survives. Mr. Prerks, the Rainbow Deity, legacy of the glass.